Good evening, baseball fans. Welcome to Tom Lang Park in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. I'm John Preddy, and we'd like to welcome you to another edition of Coast Hotel's WCBL Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Tonight, the Weyburn Beavers play host to the Fort McMurray Giants in the first of back-to-back games. The Beavers are coming off a tough 6-4 loss to the Moose Jaw Miller Express last night. Well, the Giants lost 14-6 to the Saskatchewan Berries in Saskatoon at Cairns Field. Ethan Webster earned the Boston Pizza Player of the Game for his performance last night. It's another warm, breezy day in Weyburn. The temperature 21 degrees Celsius, that's about 71 Fahrenheit, and the wind is fairly light, gusting from 12 to 17 kilometers an hour from the south-southwest, and that's about 7 to 11 miles per hour. We'll take a quick look at the league standings in the East Division. Leading the way, the Medicine Hat Mavericks with a 6-1 record, followed closely by the Saskatchewan Berries at 5-1. The Red Sox, who fell to the Mavericks last night, occupy third place with a 3-2 record. Tied for fourth are the Moose Jaw Miller Express and the Weyburn Beavers. Their records are 2-3, and the Swift Current Indians round out the East Division. Sorry, I knew I was going to do that one day. The Swift Current 57s, they have an 0-6 record. Over in the West Division, the Sylvan Lake Gulls have taken the division lead. They're in first at 4-2. And in second place, the Brooks Bombers and the Energy City Cactus Rats are tied at 3 wins and 2 losses. In fourth place, the Okotoks Dogs, a 3-3 record. The Lethbridge Wolves are in fifth at 2-3. And the Fort McMurray Giants still looking for their first win of the season. And their record is 0-5. So a logjam at the top of the West Division in the WCBL. And some tight races in the East also. The starting lineups for tonight's game for the Fort McMurray Giants, leading off and playing center field is number 28, Elijah Olable. Batting second, Darcy Berry, the shortstop, wearing number 9. Number 25, Miles Murphy, is at second base and batting third. The cleanup hitter, Matt Rhodes, the first baseman. He'll wear number 34. Nick Sauve bats fifth, number 3, and he'll be handling the catching duties for the Giants tonight. Number 4, Zach Kavanaugh, is the third baseman tonight, bats sixth. Batting seventh, Camden Sander, and he'll be in right field, wearing number 19. Number 46, Lucas Marciello, is the designated hitter, and he'll bat eighth. And in the 9th spot, the left fielder, Connor Martin, number 5. Starting pitcher for the Giants, I believe, is Cam Moore, number 8. The lineup card was a little bit hard to read, so if I'm wrong, I'll correct that later. The lineup tonight for the Weyburn Beavers, leading things off, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny. And he'll play first base tonight, the career hits leader for the Beavers. Alex Alva, number 4, is at second base and batting second. Batting third, the leading hitter on the team, Noah Brooks. He'll be in his familiar left field position tonight, number 23. Ian Heck, the designated hitter, number 12, is the cleanup man in the 5 spot. And starting at third base tonight, number 7, Braden Mayencourt. Number 9, Zach Tanabe, is the starting shortstop and batting sixth. Brigham Cocotelo makes his Beaver debut. He'll be in right field tonight and wearing number 17. Rob Gurney, number 10, is the catcher, batting eighth. And Chet McDaniel, the center fielder, wearing number 2 and batting ninth. And we'll go to the national anthem. We're back here at Tom Lang Park and just moments away from first pitch. Starting pitcher tonight for the Weyburn Beavers is number 5, Owen McConnell. Owen is from Vancouver, BC, 5'9", 180 pounds. He's a sophomore at the University of British Columbia. And so far on the year, just one appearance for Owen McConnell. He came out of the bullpen and threw 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, and it was not earned. He had 3 strikeouts and no bases on balls. A ERA on the season of 0. Last season, Owen McConnell attended the All-Star game for the Beavers, and on the year, Owen appeared in 15 games, started 10, threw 57 innings. He gave up 71 hits, 45 runs, 36 of them earned. Struck out 35 compared to 15 walks, and had a 1-4 record and a 5.68 earned run average in 2024 for the tenacious right-hander of the Weyburn Beavers. So, facing Owen McConnell in the top of the first inning, Elijah Olable, Darcy Berry, and Miles Murphy, as Rob Gurney throws down to first base, and we're about to get underway here in Weyburn. Olable, the leading hitter for the Giants, comes into the game with a .375 average, 6 hits and 16 at-bats. Swings and misses at a first-pitch fastball from Owen McConnell. 0-1 the count. First pitch, 7:03 p.m. Second pitch from Owen misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Olable has 5 RBIs on the year, 3 doubles, and 1 stolen base. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. That's fouled towards the corrals over at the rodeo grounds. And that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Go around the Beaver infield. Braden Mayencourt at third base, Zach Tanabe at short, Alex Alva at second, Ryan Dauphiny at first. Curveball catches the outside corner, called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Owen McConnell. And that'll bring Darcy Berry to the plate. Darcy Berry brings a .286 average into the game as he takes strike 1. 4 hits and 14 at-bats. Has a double and a triple. No RBIs on the season. Berry, the starting shortstop tonight. A 1-1 count. Fouled back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Miles Murphy, the second baseman tonight, is waiting in the on-deck circle for the Giants. Pitch is low in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Like the idea, trying to get a chase 1 low. And that's hit hard, knocked down by Braden Mayencourt. Might have saved extra bases. Skied, unable to come down with it. And that'll be a single, I'm certain. And it is. And Miles Murphy will come to the plate. Solid contact there by Darcy Berry. That'll help his batting average a couple of points. Matt Rhodes in the on-deck circle. First pitch fastball zipped in there by Owen McConnell, strike one. Miles Murphy, 5 for 15 on the year, .333 average, a couple of RBIs. Pickoff move, just keeping Darcy Berry honest over at first base. Nice fastball right at the knees. Good location from Owen McConnell. Owen generally fills the zone, doesn't walk many. Throws strikes. And that's foul off of the fence of the Beaver bullpen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Owen McConnell tonight rocking a good old school stirrup sock look. Curveball misses outside. I think the count's 2-2. Only 1-2 on the board, but runner goes, and that's hit on the ground. Contact play. Tanabe comes up with it over to first in time. Good throw, Zach Tanabe. Miles Murphy is retired 6-3 for the second out of the inning, and Darcy Berry advances to second base on the fielder's choice. Had he not been in motion, Zach Tanabe really close to the bag, I think would have turned 2 pretty easily. So a break there by the Giants, the right offensive call in play there. And 2 outs for Matt Rhodes, the first baseman, number 34. Curveball in the zone, taken for strike one. Rhodes on the year, 4 hits and 18 at-bats, a .222 average. 4 RBIs, a double and a triple on the docket for him. So 2 of his 4 hits, extra bases. Breaking ball misses off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. 2 out here, top of the first inning. We're just underway here at Tom Lang Park, about 6 minutes into this one. And that's hit hard to center field. Chet McDaniel ranging over. Cuts it off. That's going to score the first run of the ball game. An RBI single by Matt Rhodes. Scores Darcy Berry. Good hustle by Chet McDaniel to cut that off and prevent extra bases. 1-0 Giants lead. That'll bring number 3, Nick Sauvé, the catcher, to the plate. Sauvé, a good start to the season. 6 hits and 17 at-bats. A .353 average as he takes a curveball for strike one. Sauvé has a double. No RBIs on the season. Fastball right at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh. Checked his swing, didn't go. Thought the pitch was close to being in the zone. Just off the outside of the plate. One ball and 2 strikes the count. 2 out. Matt Rhodes, the runner on first. And that's tapped foul towards the dugout. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Rob Gurney picks it up, clears the way, throws down. So a strikeout swing in and retired 2-3 for the third out. 1 run, 2 hits. There were no Weyburn errors. 1 runner left on base. After half an inning of play, the Fort McMurray Giants won, and the Weyburn Beavers coming to bat. We'll be right back with more Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Cam Moore, the starter for the Fort McMurray Giants. Not a lot of bio information on the website for him. Number 8, 6 foot, 190-pound right-hander. Attends the University of British Columbia. Same school. Both pitchers tonight. UBC pitchers. Cam Moore has appeared in 1 game. It was a relief appearance. He did throw 2 innings versus the Sylvan Lake Gulls on June 1st. Allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 3 hits. Walked 5, struck out 2 while facing 15 batters. So an ERA of 9 and a whip of 4.00. The lineup that he will face to open things up in the first inning: Ryan Dauphiny, the first baseman; Alex Alva, the second baseman; and Noah Brooks, the left fielder tonight. Cam Moore still with a warm-up toss to come and throw down, and Ryan Dauphiny will get the bottom of the first inning underway here for the Weyburn Beavers. Doff on the year, a .304 batting average, 7 hits in 23 at-bats. He has 3 doubles, 7 RBIs on the year for Doff so far. Alex Alva waits in the on-deck circle, shows bunt, takes ball 1. So I expect to see a little bit of patience from the Beaver hitters, as Cam Moore in his first outing did show a bit of a propensity to walk some hitters. So better look at some pitches. And he hits them. Dauphiny's aboard. That'll bring Alex Alva to the plate. The second baseman tonight enters the game with a .261 batting average, 6 hits in 23 at-bats, 4 doubles, a team-leading 9 RBIs, and 1 stolen base for Alex Alva. Noah Brooks on deck. You know that the Beavers will want to get that one back for Owen McConnell early. Gave up a run in the top of the first last night to the Moose Jaw Miller Express. We're sort of chasing the rest of the way. First pitch high, ball 1. Ryan Dauphiny, the runner at first base. Cam Moore very deliberate. Slashed the other way by Alva, foul. One ball and two strikes. Crowd still trickling into Tom Lang Park. We're in the bottom of the first inning. And that's hit on the ground, scooped up by the first baseman. Looks to go to two and not in time, going back to one. So we'll have to see how that scored. Fielded the ball and did not make a play, so he didn't commit an error. That might be an infield single. I'm waiting for the green light on the scoreboard here before I mark my card, but two runners aboard for the Beavers. And Noah Brooks will be the hitter. Brooks with a clutch two-run double last night. He is the leading batting average for the Beavers so far this year. 381, 8 hits and 21 trips, 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, and leads the team with 3 stolen bases. So a good opportunity for Noah Brooks to get the Beavers going early in the ball game here. Takes a curveball for ball one. Ian Heck in the on-deck circle. Curveball hangs at the head, above the head of Noah Brooks. Takes that for ball two. Cam Moore, very deliberate on the mound, takes a lot of time. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes, the count. It'll be interesting to see if Cam Williams gives the green light to Noah Brooks here, 3-0. I expect it to be a straight take with Ian Heck in the on-deck circle and a lot of power. Yep, straight take. That catches the inside edge, a fastball. 3 balls and 1 strike. Number 23, Noah Brooks, a left fielder. And he drills a single over the shortstop. And the runner is held by Cam Williams. So the bases are loaded for Ian Heck. Ian on the year, 5 for 19. 263 batting average, a home run and 3 RBIs. One of 2 Beavers with a home run. Trevor Dale has a pair, and he's battling an illness and has missed the last 2 ball games. Fastball on the outside part. Strike 1 to number 12, Ian Heck. Bases loaded. First 3 men aboard. Ryan Dauphiny, hit by pitch. Alex Alva, an infield single, I think. I'm going to confirm that. And Noah Brooks, a solid single over the shortstop. Slider misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Braden Mayencourt in the on-deck circle. Fastball sails high, brushes back Ian Heck, tailing in towards him. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just about anything scores a run here. Big hole between the second baseman and the first baseman if Ian Heck was to shoot one the other way, which he has been known to do from time to time. Takes one at the knees. A fastball for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Cam Moore from the stretch. Ian Heck ready. And that's hit off the glove of Moore, and that's going to, everybody's going to be safe. Ryan Dauphiny scores. So I think that's going to be a ruled an error. So no RBI. The Beavers do play to run. And Braden Mancourt will be the hitter. We're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. The bases are loaded with nobody out. Noble Tigers situation averted. Zach Tanabe is in the on-deck circle. And that's hit hard by Mancourt. That might find a gap. It's cut off by O'Label. A nice play by him in center field. A very nice play. And Braden Mancourt, a 2-run single, has the Beavers out in front, 3-1. Alex Alva and Noah Brooks scored, and there's going to be a mound visit from Ray Brown. No activity in the pen. I got some intel from Saskatchewan yesterday that the Giants had to use a lot of relievers. So I got to imagine that Ray Brown wants Cam Moore to eat some innings for him. And Zach Tanabe will be the hitter. Going to get into point streak and get a couple of bits of information to update my scorecard. Alex Alva was awarded an infield single. And Ian Heck was awarded an infield single as well. Off of the glove of the pitcher, Cam Moore. 1 ball, the count to Zach Tanabe. In the dirt. It's out in front of Sauvé. He couldn't see it at first. 2-0 the count to Zach Tanabe. Zach on the year, a .375 average, 6 for 16. Stole a base. Also been walked 3 times. Brigham Cocotelo is in the on-deck circle, awaiting his Beaver debut. Inside, ball 3. Braden Mancourt, aggressive first pitch hitting, slams a 2-run single. 4 straight singles for the Beavers. Throw behind, Mancourt gets into right field, Heck on the move. He's going to be held at third. Runners advance. That'll be an E2. Ian Heck goes all the way around to third on that error. Mancourt to second base. 2 runners in scoring position for Zach Tanabe. And now there's a little movement down in the Giants' pen. Not throwing yet, just getting limber. Gotta think that Fort McMurray really needs some mileage out of Cam Brown. 3 balls and 1 strike to Zach Tanabe. And he hits that the other way, and that's a base hit. Ian Heck scores. RBI single, Zach Tanabe. A little bit of purpose down there now in the Giants' pen, as just starting to throw. I'm trying to get a number here, the scorecard. I have a last name, Amerlan. I'll get you a first name. So Brigham Cocotelo with his Beaver debut. First at-bat of the year for Brigham. Low, ball 2. Brigham from Langley, BC, a freshman at Cochise College. Austin Gurney played a year at Cochise College, junior college. So did Ryan Webster, Beaver outfielder last season. Swing and a miss, big cut there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Checked his swing. Curveball is in the zone, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rob Gurney in the on-deck circle for the Beavers. Ash Amerlan throwing in the pen. 6'1", 210-pound left-hander. Runner goes. Hit contact play on. Hit deep to right field and caught there. Mancourt tags and scores. The 5th run of the game for the Beavers. A sacrifice fly. And his first WCBL RBI for Brigham Cocotelo. 1 out. Zach Tanabe on first base for Rob Gurney. And that's fouled towards the Beaver bullpen and out of play. Strike 1. Rob comes into the game 1 for 10 on the year. Looking to heat up. Chet McDaniel in the on-deck circle. Runner goes. Throw down. Tanabe is called out at second base. Caught stealing. Two to 4 for the second out. (5-1) Beavers lead. Rob Gurney with a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Foul tip squeezed. Strike 2. Breaking ball off the plate. Gurney checked his swing early. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Ball 3 high, full count. Strike 3 called. Caught looking. The Beavers do score 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles. There were no Fort McMurray errors and no runners were left on base. So after one complete, the Weyburn Beavers 5, the Fort McMurray Giants 1. And we'll be right back with more Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Owen McConnell with his final warm-up tosses as Rob Gurney throws down. And starting things off for the Fort McMurray Giants here in the top of the second inning will be third baseman Zach Kavanaugh, followed by the right fielder Camden Sander and the designated hitter Lucas Marciello. First pitch taken for ball 1. In the first inning, Owen McConnell, 24 pitches, 16 for strikes. As Kavanaugh fouls away the second pitch to even the count at 1-1. Alex Alva playing at the edge of the grass at second base. That's fouled out of play. Probably on to the softball diamond behind us. McConnell ahead, 1-2. Ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. Fouled out of play. I'll take a moment to say hi to Owen McConnell's parents, Doug and Melina. Hope you're watching and enjoying the game here tonight. In the dirt, full count. Seventh pitch of the at-bat, coming to Zach Kavanaugh. And that's hit in the air to left field. Noah Brooks calls for it, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Camden Sanders will be the hitter. Sanders has played in one game, has 2 at-bats, still looking for his first base hit of the season. Takes strike 1 from Owen McConnell. And strike 2 from Owen McConnell. Sanders, the right fielder, wearing number 19. Curveball fouled away. Owen McConnell. Way ahead in the count here, 0-2. And a ground ball. Nice hop to Tanabe. An accurate throw to first base. And Camden Sanders is retired 6-3 for the second out of the top of the second inning. And Lucas Marciello will be the hitter. Number 46 has also appeared in one game, 3 at-bats, still looking for his first base hit of 2025 here in the WCBL. That's fouled the opposite way and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike count. Marciello attends Sheridan College. Pitch in the dirt from Owen McConnell. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's fouled right at home plate. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of 2. Fouled out of play once again. The count will remain 2-2. I'll set the Beaver outfield for you. Noah Brooks is in left field. Chet McDaniel in center. And Brigham Kokotelo is the right fielder tonight. Takes strike 3. And Gurney throws down to complete the play. So a strikeout and a 2-3 putout. 1-2-3 inning for Owen McConnell and his second strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll be back with the Beaver half of the second inning here on Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. So Cam Moore returns to pitch the second inning after giving up the first 5 batters of the game, all scored. Did get Tanabe on a caught stealing for the second out. Brigham Young, his first out was a sac fly that scored the 5th run. And then a caught looking by Rob Gurney. So retired the last 2 hitters that he faced. And Chet McDaniel will lead things off here for the Beavers. Beavers sending 8 men to the plate to start the game. Chet 1 for 12 so far this season, looking to get heated up. Fouls one the other way. 1 strike. Top of the order, Ryan Dauphiny is in the on-deck circle. Two-strike count to Chet McDaniel. That's low and outside. Ball 1. And that's hit on the ground to short. Darcy Berry has it over to first in time. 6-3 the put out. And there's one out here in the bottom of the second inning. And Ryan Dauphiny enters the batter's box, number 15. Tonight's first baseman. Doff handles the glove well over there at first base for a guy that doesn't have a bunch of experience over there. Does not look out of place. He was hit by pitch to lead off the game. Came around to score as he fouls that out of play down the right field line for the first strike. Dauphiny from Surrey, BC. Fouls that towards the sky deck, and people are ducking. 0-2 the count. 6 foot, 185-pound junior at Central Baptist College in Conway, Arkansas. Fouled off. Dauphiny stays alive. It's 0-2. Alex Alva on deck for the Beavers. Noah Brooks after him. And that's hit in the air to right center field. Sanders is under it and makes the catch. 2 out. Alex Alva singled in his first at-bat, an infield hit. He's 1 for 0. 1 for 1, rather. Fouled over the screen and out of play. 0-1 the count. Alex Alva from Littleton, Colorado. 5'9", 165-pound senior from the University of Jamestown in Jamestown, North Dakota. Fouls that over behind third base, ranging over his Darcy Berry, and he'll make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Cam Moore as he settles down after a slow start. He's retired 5 straight. And no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we'll return with the third inning of action here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beavers Baseball, live on FloCollege. Welcome back to Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. Top of the third inning, and leading things off for the Fort McMurray Giants will be Connor Martin. Martin, 5'11", 180 pounds, attends College of the Desert. And this is literally the best website typo I've seen. It says College of Dessert. So, gotta like that. Ground ball. Dauphiny flips to McConnell covering. Connor Martin is out. 3-1 on the putout. And the top of the order comes up Elijah Olabel, who struck out looking in his first at-bat. Oh for 1 tonight. Fouled to the screen towards the on-deck circle. Owen won the count. Olabel, 5'8", 185 pounds, attends the University of Fraser Valley, and he takes strike 2 from Owen McConnell. McConnell way ahead here. Mixes one low, tries to get him to chase unsuccessfully. Olabel takes 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that's tapped on the ground foul towards first baseman Ryan Dauphiny. And the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Darcy Berry is in the on-deck circle for the Fort McMurray Giants. And that's hit on the ground to second. Alex Alva up over to Ryan Dauphiny. 2 away. 4-3 for those scoring at home. 2 out. Owen McConnell has retired 6 straight. And Darcy Berry will be the hitter. And he hits that hard over top of Zach Tanabe. Aggressive first pitch hitting there by Berry, and he has his 2nd base hit of the evening. Third base hit of the game for the Giants, and Darcy Berry has 2 of them. And Berry has scored the only run of the game for the Giants, that on an RBI single by Matt Rhodes in the 1st inning. And that's hit on the ground. Tanabe charges, comes up with it over for Dauphiny in time. Just nipped Miles Murphy at first base for the 3rd out. No runs on 1 hit. There were no Weyburn errors and 1 runner left on base. So after 2.5, the Weyburn Beavers 5, the Fort McMurray Giants 1. You're watching Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. We'll be right back. Cam Moore back on the bump for the 3rd inning for the Fort McMurray Giants. Settled down after a bit of a rocky start and had some trouble with control. Hit the leadoff man. Actually, then 5 straight singles and a sac fly plated 5 runs in the bottom of the 1st for the Beavers. But Moore managed to stick around and get things figured out, and he's been really effective since the sacrifice fly. And Noah Brooks will be the hitter. Noah with a solid single to left field. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Looked like a slider that stayed high for ball 1. Noah Brooks from Langley, BC, attends the University of Pikeville in Pikeville, Kentucky. Takes one at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Teammates with Rob and Austin Gurney at Pikeville University. A check swing looped to first base and caught there by Matt Rhodes. Unintentional contact there by Noah Brooks. Checked the swing. Got a piece of it, unfortunately for him. He's 1 for 2 on the night. And Ian Heck steps in. Ian, an infield single and scored a run. So then, since that was not scored an error, that did give Ian an RBI. 1 ball the count. Fouled back over the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ian is from Antelope, California, a senior at York University in York, Nebraska, where he hit 18 home runs this season. Fastball sails high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Braden Mancourt is in the on-deck circle. Cam Williams, the head coach, is the third base coach. Luke Senft down at first base. Ian Heck takes a fastball at the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty consistent game called so far by Zeke Fair, home plate umpire. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Cameron Moore. That'll bring Braden Mancourt to the plate. Mayo, a 2-run single in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. Outside from Cam Moore, 1 ball. Braden Mancourt from Langley, BC, 5'10", 190-pound junior at Central Baptist College in Conway, Arkansas. Checked his swing, pitches high for ball 2. Zach Tanabe is the next hitter due up for the Beavers. 2 balls and no strikes, the count. Fastball at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs here. Bottom of the third inning. Beavers lead 5-1. Fastball just catches the outside edge. That'll even the count at 2-2 with 2 outs. Wind going down. Not much flag movement anymore. The other way, foul. Mancourt hit it squarely. Wide of the third base bag. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Cam Moore's fired up, and why not? Second consecutive 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 3 complete, the Weyburn Beavers 5, the Fort McMurray Giants 1. And we will return with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver baseball here on FloCollege. We're ready to go here on the top of the fourth inning. Leading things off for the Giants will be Matt Rhodes, the first baseman. RBI single to plate the first run of the game for Rhodes back in the first inning. 1 for 1 on the night. Take strike one from Owen McConnell. Matt Rhodes, 6'5", 195 pounds, attends Concordia University. Takes a ball there, 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Looked like Owen just missed the release on that breaking ball, and it's wide. 2-2, or sort of 2-1, rather. And Rhodes to center field lands in front of Chet McDaniel. Second hit of the night for Matt Rhodes. Leadoff man is aboard. Fourth hit of the night for the Giants, all singles. And Nick Sauvé will come to the plate. He struck out swinging at a ball in the dirt. Ground ball. Tanabe takes it himself at 2 over to Dauphiny. Double play, 6-3. And just like that, the starting pitcher's best friend, Tanabe, close enough to the bag to take it himself and take one of the parts out of play. And quickly, 2 outs in the inning. And Zach Kavanaugh takes ball 1. Kavanaugh flew out to left fielder Noah Brooks in his first at-bat. Takes a called strike. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Curveball stays outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kavanaugh, 6'2", 190 pounds, Wright State University. Hits that in the air to left field. Noah Brooks ranging back, and he'll make the play. And while Owen McConnell faces the minimum, not a 1-2-3 inning, there were no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left. A quick top of the 4th inning, and we're head to the bottom of the 4th. Beavers 5, Giants 1. We'll be right back with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. I won't say it again. I've said it my one and only time. You've got it covered. You're doing a fantastic job. So Cam Moore accomplishes what his head coach really desired and stayed in this game after a rocky start, but he has retired. I think it's, well, 8 straight, counting the sack fly by Brigham Cocotelo. And we're ready to get back underway. Zach Tanabe will lead things off. Zach had an RBI single in the first inning. Was caught stealing. 1 for 1. Zach from Waipahu on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, a senior at Graceland University. Takes a curveball on the inside edge for strike 1. Inside, close to clipping Tanabe. That evens the count at 1-1. Brigham Cocotelo in the on-deck circle for the Beavers. Rob Gurney also due up to face Cam Moore, number 8. That's hit foul. Past an outstretched Cam Williams down the third baseline. One ball and 2 strikes. Outside. 2-2. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Beavers 5, Giants 1. That's fouled back to the screen. A tough breaking ball fought off there by Zach Tanabe. And Rob Gurney retrieves that. Fouled out of play. I think I might have forgot to run down the umpires in the opener. I think I went straight to the starting lineups. The umpires tonight in the bottom of the 4th inning. Zeke Fair, the home plate umpire. Kevin Cooley at first base. And Ron Chuchuk at third. In the dirt. That fills the count. And pitch number 8 of the at-bat will be the payoff pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Zach Tanabe, leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Weyburn Beavers. Ball 4. Tanabe is aboard. First base on balls issued by Cam Moore. He hit a batter, the leadoff man, Ryan Dauphiny, in the first inning. And Brigham Cocotelo comes to the plate. Does not have an official at-bat. A sac fly in his first trip and an RBI. Flew out to right field. Camden Sanders takes a fastball for strike 1. Big swing and a miss there by Cocotelo. 0-2. Beavers, several players from the lower mainland. Langley, Surrey, White Rock, Vancouver. And then on the island, Rob Gurney. Pitches outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Moore settling down after the really good at bat by Zach Tanabe to earn that walk. Off-speed pitch. Just misses, and I'm not sure exactly where. Must have been low. Two balls and two strikes. And that's hit on the ground to third base. Picked up there, over to second for one. Back to first, not in time. Zach Tanabe retired 5-3 on the fielder's choice for the first out. So Brigham Talo is aboard on the fielder's choice. One out. And Rob Gurney will be the hitter. Rob 0 for 1 on the night. Chet McDaniel in the on-deck circle. Curveball on the outside edge. Taken for strike one. Brigham Talo, the runner at first base. Pitch misses high. 1-1 the count. Rob Gurney from Campbell River, BC. 6'1", 210, a junior at the University of Pikeville in Pikeville, Kentucky. Curveball misses outside off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Number 33 of the Giants, Ash Amerlin, still warming. He's been keeping loose all along. Pitch high, ball 3. 3-1. I think Rob will be sitting on a fastball here. See if he can rip one. Fouls it out of play. Full count. Chet McDaniel on deck. Brigham Talo takes his lead. Being held on over there. And that's hit the other way to right field. Caught by Sanders. 2 out. And Chet McDaniel will check in. Chet grounded to short in his first at-bat. Chet from Lewisburg, Mississippi, a senior at Central Baptist College. As the first pitch is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Off the plate, fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Chet with good speed. Curveball is up and in. Chases McDaniel out of there. 3 balls and no strikes. So far in the game, Cam Moore 78 pitches, 44 for strikes. Runner bluffs on the 3-0 pitch. Straight take by Chet McDaniel. 3 balls and 1 strike. Fouled out of play. Ryan Dauphiny, the leadoff hitter, waits in the on-deck circle. Runner will be on the move, not being held. Fouled away. Chet McDaniel stays alive. Count remains full. Pitch 7 of the at-bat. McDaniel choking up a little bit for better bat control. Looking to just make contact, get the ball in play, and use his great speed. Ball 4 low. McDaniel grinds out a walk. Two runners aboard with 2 outs and a visit from Ray Brown. So Cam Moore stays in the game. Second visit for Ray Brown. 2 outs and Ryan Dauphiny to the plate. Moore at 81 pitches. Can't see that he has more than another inning in him. And Ryan Dauphiny hit by pitch in the first inning and scored the first Beaver run of the game and flew out to right field. 0 for 1. Big swing and a miss there by Doff. 0 and 1 the count. Alex Alva in the on-deck circle for the Beavers. Slider outside. One ball, 1 strike to count. Fastball right at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. The runner on second base is Brigham Cocotelo. The runner on first is Chet McDaniel. Ryan Dauphiny looking to cash one in. Fouls that off to the screen, trying to shoot one the other way. Still 1 and 2. Center fielder Elijah Olable is playing a really shallow center field. He's shown some good speed early in this one. And that's hit on the ground to first base. Bobbled there by Matt Rhodes, but he recovers and takes it himself unassisted for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Beavers do not score. They get a couple of runs, or they get a couple of base runners, but no base hits, no errors, and 2 runners left, 1 in scoring position. So after 4 complete, Weyburn Beavers 5, the Fort McMurray Giants 1, and we'll be back with an update of the line score here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. We're back here at Tom Lang Park. A quick look at the line score of tonight's game. So obviously a scoring adjustment as I take a look at this. The Fort McMurray Giants, 1 run on 4 hits. They have committed 2 errors. The Weyburn Beavers, 5 runs on 5 hits, and they have not committed an error defensively tonight. So that's where we stand after 4 complete. And Owen McConnell on the hill for inning number 5. As there starts to be a little bit of movement down there in the Beaver pen. McConnell will face Camden Sanders, Lucas Marciello, and Connor Martin, the bottom third of the order. The first pitch to Sanders was ball 1, and the second pitch is fouled out of play. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Camden Sanders, 6'2", 195 pounds, attends Niagara University. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's hit on the ground past Braden Mancourt at third base, a base hit. And the first base hit of 2025 for Camden Sanders. 5th hit of the game. Leadoff man aboard for the 2nd consecutive inning. However, the leadoff man was promptly erased by that 6-3 double play by Zach Tanabe. Runner goes. Pitch fouled out of play by Lucas Marciello. Looked like Sanders had a good jump there. So that should command a little more attention from Owen McConnell. And a pickoff move is close, but he's back. Good move there by Owen McConnell, and the throw in a very good location for Dauphiny to get the tag on Camden Sanders. Still 1 strike, the count. And that's hit in the air to right field. Cocotelo under it and drops it, but has a play at second base. And that turns it from an error into a fielder's choice. So Sanders is retired 9-6. Zach Tanabe received the throw. And Lucas Marciello reaches first on the fielder's choice. And that's tapped on the ground. Alva picks it up, takes it himself. Not in time. An athletic turn by Alva. I don't think he had any choice but to take it himself. So Marciello retired 4 unassisted for the 2nd out. And Connor Martin aboard on another fielder's choice. 2 are out. And the top of the order, Elijah Olabel. Another good pickoff move there by Owen McConnell. And Kevin Cooley watching to see if the base runner's hand came off the bag right on top of it. Safe sign for Connor Martin. And that's hitting the air to center field. Chet McDaniel has a beat on it, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs on one hit. No Weyburn errors, and one runner left on base. After 4.5, Beavers 5, Giants 1. We'll be right back with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Well, Cam Moore's night is done here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. On to pitch for the Giants, Ash Amerlan. Amerlan has appeared in one game, pitched 3 innings. Did not allow a hit. Gave up 2 runs, both of them earned, on 4 bases on balls, and he also struck out 5 in those 3 innings. He was tagged with a loss and has an ERA of 6.00. And Alex Alba, the number 2 hitter, will lead things off for the Beavers. Takes a fastball for strike 1. Alva 1 for 2 on the night. Singled and scored in the first and popped up to short in the second. Checks his swing. And on the appeal, that's ruled a swinging strike. 0-2. Noah Brooks on deck. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher, throws down. So a strikeout swinging and a 2-3 putout. And Ash Amerlan with his first strikeout. 4th one of the night combined with Cam Moore. Moore had 3. The line on Cam Moore, 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. Pitch low for ball 1. Walked 2, struck out 3, faced 19 batters on the night. As Noah Brooks is in the batter's box with 1 ball. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brooks singled in the first inning, and a check swing pop up to first baseman Matt Rhodes in the third. 1 for 2. Ian Heck on deck. Fastball at the knees from the left-hander. Taken for the second strike. 1 ball and 2 strike count. in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So last season with the Edmonton Prospects, Noah Brooks in 35 games hit .336, 39 hits and 116 at-bats, 9 doubles, 3 homers, 16 RBIs. And that's hit in the air foul down the right field line and out of play. Two and two the count. Noah Brooks and Zach Tanabe battling out for the batting average lead for the Beavers. Inside. Didn't catch his foot. Nope. Full count. Take a look at the up-to-the-minute stats, and Tanabe has the lead in batting average over Noah Brooks. Brooks, after his 1 for 2, at .391 on the season. Full count. Fouls off a fastball. And we'll do the payoff pitch one more time. Solid at-bat by Noah Brooks. 8th pitch coming from Ash Amerlan. Curveball, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Amerlan. And Ian Heck strides to the plate. Ian 1 for 2 on the night. An RBI infield single. Checked his swing and did not go. You don't ask, you don't get, but anybody that was paying attention wasn't going to get that one. 1 ball. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Ian Heck. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. With that infield single, Ian raises his average to .286 on the season after a bit of a slow start. Slower than Ian would have wanted, but got things going with that home run in Moose Jaw. Swing and a miss pops out of the glove of Sauvé. One and two the count. Braden Mayencourt in the on-deck circle. Inside. Two and two. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Beavers lead this one 5-1. Swing and a miss. Gets away from Sauvé. Heck jogging down to first. Throw in time. And Amerlan strikes out the side. 2 of them drop third strikes, strangely enough. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. After 5 complete, the Weyburn Beavers 5, the Fort McMurray Giants 1. And we'll be right back with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. New pitcher for the Weyburn Beavers as Owen McConnell leaves the game. Keaton Husband takes the mound for the Beavers. Keaton, a Weyburn product, a freshman at Minnesota West Community College. Keaton has appeared in one ball game, that in Moose Jaw on Saturday night. Went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, was tagged with 8 runs, all of them earned. Walked 4, struck out 2. And he will face Darcy Berry, who's been hot with a couple of singles, Miles Murphy, and Matt Rhodes, who also has a couple of base hits tonight for the Giants. So 4 of their 5 hits from those two gentlemen, and they'll both hit against Keaton Husband here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Berry is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Good location there. Catches the outside black away from Berry. And Husband jumps ahead. 2 strikes rather. That one in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Darcy Berry singled and scored in the first and singled in the third. Hits that in the air to left center. Chet McDaniel over. Noah Brooks calls him off and makes the catch. 1 out. That'll bring number 25, Miles Murphy, to the plate. Murphy has grounded out twice to shortstop Zach Tanabe. Murphy, the starting second baseman tonight. 5'9", 175 pounds. Attends Embry-Riddle University. And Keaton Husband falls behind. 2 balls and no strikes. 3 balls and no strikes. Matt Rhodes, the first baseman in the on-deck circle for the Giants. Curveball. 3 balls and 1 strike. As Keaton Husband finds the plate with the 3-0 pitch, and he loses him. Ball 4. That the first base on balls issued by Beaver pitching. Owen McConnell walked no one. That's kind of typical for him. He fills the zone. So the line for Owen McConnell, 5 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 1 run, and it was earned. 3 strikeouts, faced 19 batters. And 1 out. First baseman Matt Rhodes, 2 for 2 with an RBI. And that raises his season average to 300. Strike delivered there. 1-1 the count. Runner at first is Miles Murphy. 2 balls and 1 strike. Some moving around down in the pen for the Beavers. Good location there by Husband. Catches the outside. 2-2. Runner goes. Contact play, fouled. Two balls and two strikes. One out here, top of the sixth inning. Beavers 5, Giants 1. And that's hit hard past Dauphiney, and it's going to be into the corner. And extra bases for Rhodes. Picked up in the corner by Cocotelo. Relay, Dauphiney drops it, and the runner's going to score. They had a play. RBI double by Matt Rhodes. Rhodes turned on a fastball and drilled it down the right field line and into the corner. "5-2 Beavers lead. A visit from Cam Williams. The base on ball comes around to haunt. As Miles Murphy scores his second Giants run of the game. Runner in scoring position with one out. Matt Rhodes, 3 for 3 on the night. Came into the game hitting .222. At this minute, hitting .333. First pitch from Husband to Sauvé is in the dirt for ball 1. Nick Sauvé on the night. He struck out to end the top of the first inning. Takes ball 2. Hit into a 6-3 double play after Matt Rhodes had singled the lead off the top of the fourth. 0 for 2 for Nick Sauvé. In the dirt, blocked by Rob Gurney. 3 balls and no strikes. Battling back. Delivers a fastball. Take all the way by Nick Sauvé. 3 balls and 1 strike. Curveball drilled into the gap in left center. That's going to drop and score another run. McDaniel gets it into second base. RBI single for Nick Sauvé. "5-3. Two runs here in the top of the 6th so far for the Fort McMurray Giants, and Zach Kavanaugh will come to the plate. He's flown out twice to left fielder Noah Brooks. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. The throw down, not in time. Stolen base. Nick Sauvé. For Sauvé, his first stolen base of the year. Pitch was a strike, 0-1. Paints the block on the outside edge. Good pitch there. Husband ahead, 0-2. 1 out here, top of the 6th inning. Check swing went. Throw down by Gurney. First strikeout for Keaton Husband, 2 out. And that'll bring Camden Sanders to the plate. Sanders singled in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2, his first hit of the season for the Giants, and he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Pitch misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Camden Sanders now 1 for 4 on the year in his second appearance of the season. Curveball catches the inside edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks like Isaiah Granado is warming in the pen for the Beavers. Fastball low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Isaiah Granado has been a very effective reliever early in the season for the Beavers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs the count. As Keaton Husband steps off, checks the runner. We'll reset. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout for the young fella. 2 runs for the Fort McMurray Giants on 2 hits. There were no Weyburn errors and 1 runner left on base in scoring position. So after 5.5, the Weyburn Beavers lead this one 5-3 over the Fort McMurray Giants, and we'll be right back with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. We're back. Beavers in the bottom of the 6th inning will send Braden Mayencourt, Zach Tanabe, and Brigham Kokotalo to the plate. My producer knows best. I was supposed to do the out-of-town scoreboard. She runs the show, both in the booth and at home. So we'll do that after 6. I'm sorry, producer. Producer Lisa. Braden Mayencourt. Whoa. Has to bail out as that one got away from Ash Amerlan. 1 ball. Zach Tanabe in the on-deck circle. Big swing and a miss there. 1-1. Amerlan struck out the side in the bottom of the 5th inning. Alva, Brooks, and Hack. Mayencourt takes a fastball on the outside black. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mayo 1 for 2 on the night, and a 2-run single in the 1st inning. Swing and a miss and a curveball. He struck him out. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Ash Amerland. So Amerland keeping his team in the game. The Giants with a pair in the top of the 6th. Claw to within 2 after the Beavers have not scored since the first 5 runners of the bottom of the first all scored. First 5 hitters, rather. Swing and a miss by Tanabe. Strike 1. Zach 1 for 1 with a base on balls. Brigham Kokotelo in the on-deck circle. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. No movement down in the Giants' pen, and why would there be? Amerland cruising here. Curveball misses outside. Two balls and a strike. Amerland not showing the walk problems that he showed in his first outing based on his line from that game. A crisp fastball right at the knees evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. One out here, bottom of the 6th inning. Ash Amerland has struck out 4 consecutive hitters since he entered the game. Pitch in the dirt. Tanabe tried to check it, couldn't. Waves at a pitch in the dirt for strike 3. 5 straight strikeouts for Ash Amerland. And Brigham Kokotelo will be the hitter. A sac fly in the first inning and reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Oh for 1 on the night with that RBI. Rob Gurney on deck. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Beavers need to get some offense going against Ash Amerland here. Only lead by 2. Even Cam Moore had settled right in after those first 5 base runners. Beavers hitless since the first inning. 1-1 the count. So all 5 hits for the Beavers coming in the first. 2 balls and 1 strike. So now Fort Mac has out-hit the Beavers 7-5 in the ballgame. Fouled back to the screen, 2-2. Inside. Kokotelo works the count full. The second full count in 6 plate appearances with Ash Amerland on the hill. So pretty good control tonight. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball inside and off the plate. He struck him out 6 straight strikeouts for Ash Amerland. And the Beavers just can't get anything going since the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we'll return for the 7th inning with the Beavers leading the Giants 5-3. And we'll be back with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beavers baseball here on FloCollege. We're back, and we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard quickly as new pitcher Isaiah Granado takes his warm-up tosses. I'll give it a quick refresh here. And there we go. In the bottom of the 4th inning, the Lethbridge Bulls lead the Energy City Cactus Rats 5-0. Moose Jaw in at Roswell's Park, a 7-2 lead against Medicine Hat in the bottom of the 2nd inning. In the bottom of the 5th, Okotoks with a 3-0 lead over the Sylvan Lake Gulls. And in the top of the 5th, the Regina Red Sox hold a 7-1 lead over the winless Swift Current 57s. So that's where we are in the out-of-town scoreboard. Isaiah Granado has completed his tosses. Granado from Pico Rivera, California, a freshman at Whitman College in Walla Walla, Washington. And he will face Lucas Marciello, Connor Martin, and then the top of the order, Elijah Olable. Marciello takes ball 1. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Struck out in the 2nd and reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th inning. Granado just misses there. 2 balls and no strikes, the count. 2 appearances this season for Isaiah Granado. Granado finds the zone there. Marciello takes 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. Marciello still looking for his first base hit of the 2025 season, and there's a ground ball to Alva. He picks it up over to Ryan Dauphiny, 1 out. 4-3 on the putout. It'll bring Connor Martin to the plate. Martin grounded out to first base on a 3-1 putout in the 3rd inning and reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th, 0 for 2. Martin still looking for his first hit of 2025 as well. First pitch from Granado way inside, ball 1. So Isaiah Granado has been a very effective reliever through 2 appearances, 5 innings pitched. He's given up 1 hit and 1 run, and it was not earned. He's walked 1 in 5 innings and struck out 7. ERA of 0 as he finds the zone there to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Top. So a warning to the dugout from Zeke Fair, home plate umpire. Too much chatter directed his way from the Giants dugout. Breaking ball sails high from Granato. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. Fastball right on the outside block, 2-2. Elijah Olabel, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle for the Giants. That's hit on the ground to Alva, bobbles it, and can't make the play. E4. Connor Martin, good hustle. One out. Elijah Olabel, 0 for 3 tonight. Struck out looking to lead off the game. Grounded to second in the third and flew out to center in the fifth. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down. It hits the runner and scampers into center field. Unfortunate there. So strike 1 the count. So a stolen base for Connor Martin. The ball goes into center field. I guess they're going to have to give Rob Gurney an error, but it hit the base runner. It was a decent throw. It was in a good location to apply a tag, but it hit the base runner. 1-1 the count. Runner on third base is Connor Martin. Pitch sails high from Granato. 2 balls and 1 strike to Elijah Olabel. Three balls and 1 strike. Granato catches the outside block. That's been consistently a strike all night, both sides. Can't ask for much better than that. Full count to Olabel. Curveball misses, ball 4. Runners on the corners and 1 out. Second walk for Beaver pitchers this evening. Connor Martin at third base reached on an error. Runner goes, and that's hit hard down the third base line and foul by Darcy Berry. 2 for 3 on the evening. Singled and scored in the first, singled in the third. Flew out to left fielder Noah Brooks in the sixth, and he's hit the ball hard all evening. Outside, 1-1. Miles Murphy, number 25 in the on-deck circle for the Giants. Fastball low from Granado, 2 balls and 1 strike. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit again. Comes and goes some nights here at Tom Lang Park. Temperature cooling off a fair amount. Runner goes. Pitch gets away from Gurney. Good cover there by Ryan Dauphiny. So a stolen base. And a visit from Cam Williams. Pitch in the dirt from Granado. And they're going to talk defense here. What do they want to do with 1 out? Two runners in scoring position. A single could tie this ball game. Good speed on the bases for the Giants. Single probably would tie the ball game. See how aggressive Ray Brown would want to be with Elijah Olabel, the runner on second base. So 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Darcy Berry. 2 runners in scoring position here, 1 out. Granado needing a strike here. And he throws one with a curveball to fill the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Strikeout would really fit the bill right here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout. Isaiah Granado. Two outs and Miles Murphy will come to the plate. Murphy on the night 0 for 2, grounded to short his first 2 trips, walked and scored in the 6th inning. Pitch outside, smothered by Rob Gurney. Ball 1. Murphy hitting .294 on the season up to the minute. Breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. Called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here. Top of the 7th inning. Giants threatening. The runner on third is Connor Martin. The runner on second, Elijah Olabel. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count. Isaiah Granado bearing down. Foul out of play. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two outs. Matt Rhodes in the on-deck circle for the Giants. Fouled out of play once again. Miles Murphy wastes a couple of pretty good pitches from Isaiah Granado. Granado still ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Pitch sails on Granado, 2 balls, 2 strikes. No activity in the Fort McMurray pen. 6 straight strikeouts by Ash Amerland. Pitch misses high, full count. And pitch number 8 will be a big one, full count, 2 outs. And the red-hot Matt Rhodes, 3 for 3 tonight, waits in the on-deck circle. I don't think you want to be facing him with the bases loaded. Got to do it right now. Fouled back to the screen. Good pitch there. And a really good at-bat for Miles Murphy. There wasn't 2 balls until pitch number 6. So Murphy battling to stay alive, fighting off good pitches. And that's hit up the middle, a base hit. That could tie the ball game. McDaniel charges. No play. 2-run single. So 5-0 lead, or 5-1 lead has evaporated. We're tied at 5 here in the top of the 7th inning. Miles Murphy, a 2-run single. He is 1 for 3, and Matt Rhodes checks in. Singled in the 1st, singled in the 4th, and an RBI double in the 6th. Granado misses outside, ball 1. Mosquitoes beginning to harass us here in the broadcast booth at Tom Lang Park. Slider in the zone. That levels the count at 1-1. That bounces, wild pitch, advances Miles Murphy to second base. That bounced short of home plate. Two balls and 1 strike. That's some movement down in the pen for the Beavers. Fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Giants with the go-ahead run in scoring position here in the top of the 7th. Miles Murphy, the runner down there at second base. Fouled back. Granado able to get to shoot 2 strikes, but only able to finish that off with a K 1 time. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Tagged by Rob Gurney for the putout. And the Beavers get out of the inning, but not before the Fort McMurray Giants score 2 runs on only 1 hit. There were 2 Weyburn errors and 1 runner left on base in scoring position. So after 6.5, Ash Amerlin back out on the mound for the bottom of the 7th, and it's a new ball game. We're tied at 5 here at Tom Lang Park, and we'll return with the bottom of the 7th and more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. We're back at Tom Lang Park. Ash Amerland, back out in the mound, has faced 6 hitters and struck out all 6, all of them swinging. So the Beavers going to have to figure him out real soon. Neither pitcher will factor in the decision. Cam Moore off the hook. And Owen McConnell got through 5 with a 5-1 lead, and he will not factor in. Rob Gurney will lead things off here for the Beavers. Chet McDaniel and the top of the order, Ryan Dauphiny, due up. Rob Gurney 0 for 2 tonight. Just a bit outside. Tried the corner and missed. Ball 1. Rob Gurney adjusting the batting gloves. Big swing and a miss there, Rob Gurney. Kind of swing that could put you in the lead in one blow. That was a good swing. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Catcher number 10, Rob Gurney. Curveball misses low. 2 and 2. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Rob Gurney leading things off for the Beavers in the home half. Inside. Slow curveball. Rob Gurney runs the count full. Payoff pitch by Amerland coming. Beavers need a base runner. Fouled back, a good cut there. Rob Gurney has gone to a full count in all 3 of his at-bats. So even though he's 0 for 2 at this point, quality at-bats. Fastball high, and the leadoff man is aboard with a walk. It's Rob Gurney. First base runner since the 4th inning when Zach Tanabe walked. Chet McDaniel steps into the batter's box. Chet 0 for 1 with a walk. Big cut there by Chet. One strike the count. Ryan Dauphiny in the on-deck circle. Not much breeze now. Low. Ball 1. Looks like maybe Logan Kinter warming for the Beavers. Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chet McDaniel from Lewisburg, Missouri. Starting center fielder tonight. High, ball 3, full count. Oh, Chet McDaniel. Full count. Trying to get a couple aboard for the leadoff man, Ryan Dauphiny. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fouled out of play. Chet McDaniel wastes a good fastball from Ammerland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for Ash Ammerland. Seven strikeouts and 1 walk in 2 1/3 for Ash Ammerland. It's been really effective. Gave his team a chance, and they have responded to tie this game at 5. Dauphiny takes ball 1 outside. Doff 0 for 2 on the night. Hit by pitch and scored in the first. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. So up to the minute, Ryan Dauphiny hitting .280 on the year. Alex Alva in the on-deck circle for the Beavers. Curveball hit in the air to right field. Sanders under it. He'll make the catch. 2 out. F9. And Alex Alva will come to the plate. The left-handed hitter. Lefty-lefty matchup. Noah Brooks in the on-deck circle. Be great to see Noah get a chance with a couple of Beavers aboard here. Alex Alva has a big hole between first baseman and the second baseman. If he can turn on a fastball check swing, he didn't go. And Ron Shuchuk agrees, and he warns the dugout. One and 0 the count. Bottom of the 7th, we are tied at 5. In the dirt, 2 balls. Pitchers moving around in the pen for McMurray, but nobody throwing. Rob Gurney, the runner at first base for the Beavers with 2 outs. Fastball spotted nicely by Ash Amerland. 2 balls and 1 strike. Late swing by Alva. Fouled off. 2-2. So the defense for the Giants shifted as though Alva it would be a pull-hitting righty. If he could turn around on one, it got a big hole there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled straight back. Alva stays alive. Curveball in the dirt. Good job by Alex Alva to recognize that that was going to be out of the zone and holding up. And another full count. So Rob Gurney will be on the move. Shortstop Darcy Berry on the edge of the grass. Not holding Gurney on, so he'll get a good lead here. And he goes fouled back. Good job, Alex Alva. Catch a piece of that and stay alive. Fouled off a pretty good breaking ball there. Full count, payoff pitch. Gurney goes, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the Beavers get the leadoff man on and can't advance the runner. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. After 7 complete, we're tied at 5 here in Tom Lang Park, and we'll be back with the 8th inning. And more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver baseball live on FloCollege. So Ash Amerland comes in and takes control of this baseball game. He came in the bottom of the 5th inning, struck out the side in the 5th, struck out the side in the 6th. Ran into a little bit of difficulty walking the leadoff man, but still strikes out 2. So he struck out 8 in 3 innings of work, all of them swinging. And Isaiah Granado will come out for his 2nd inning of work. And the lineup that he will face, Nick Sauvé, the catcher, to lead things off, Zach Kavanaugh, the 3rd baseman, and Camden Sanders, the right fielder, due up for the Giants. Nick Nick Sauvé checks in. Singled his last trip and stole a base. An RBI single. He's 1 for 3 on the night. 1 strike the count. One ball and 1 strike. Fastball high from Isaiah Granado. 2 balls and 1 strike the count to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 8th, Nick Sauvé. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. 2-2. Ooh, just off the plate outside. Pretty good location there by Isaiah Granado. Just missed. And that fills the count. And now a little bit of activity down there in the Fort McMurray pen. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Isaiah Granado. And that will bring Zach Kavanaugh to the plate. Kavanaugh 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out to left fielder Noah Brooks twice and struck out. It's one off the fist foul for strike 1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Good curveball by Isaiah Granado. And he's ahead 0-2. Fastball high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts, Isaiah Granado. He has 4 since entering the game. And he's settled down. Certainly one of the runs unearned. A costly error. First pitch, check, swing. It is in the zone. Called strike 1 to Camden Sanders. Sanders with his first hit of the season in the 5th. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Slider on the inside edge. Taken for strike 2. 0-2. And that's hit in the air and deep. Back goes Cocotelo, and it's off the top of the wall and out. Solo home run, Camden Sanders. He gave that one a charge. And he deposits an 0-2 pitch off the top of the wall to give Fort McMurray a 6-5 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Warming in the pen for the Giants is Sam Rambajad, number 29. 6'4", 175-pound right-hander from Concordia University. As the first pitch to Lucas Marciello misses for ball one. Marciello 0 for 3. Hits that the other way. That's a single. That's going to land in front of Cocotelo, and he's going to have to hurry. So a home run and a single after the first two strikeouts. Cam Williams coming for a visit. And we're going to see Logan Kinter enter the game. With 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Logan Kinter, number 18. Hard-throwing right-hander from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. He is a sophomore at Eastern New Mexico University. We do have a pinch runner for Lucas Marciello. So Elijah Cook is the pinch runner for Lucas Marciello. So for Logan Kinter on the year, he's pitched in 2 games, 4 innings pitched. He's allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. He's walked 2 against 5 strikeouts, does have a loss to his record and a 2.25 earned run average. Kinter throws it into the low 90s. A really firm fastball. And Connor Martin will be the hitter. 0 for 3 tonight. Reached on an error and stole a base and scored in the 7th. Runner goes. Gurney bobbles a little bit, getting it out of the glove. Stolen base, Elijah Cook, another runner in scoring position for the Giants. This is a big out for Logan Kinter. A base hit will likely score another run. Good speed at second base. Foul tip caught. One ball and 1 strike the count. Fastball catches the inside edge. One ball, 2 strikes the count, 2 outs. Elijah Cook, who pinch ran for Lucas Marciello, is the runner at second base. Just missed. Just low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The dugout really wanted that one. Reaction by Rob Gurney. It looked like it was real close. 2-2. Foul tip. Off the chest protector, Rob Gurney. You couldn't find it. Tough play there. And Connor Martin stays alive. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Kinter comes in and gets the strikeout that's needed to keep this a one-run ball game. So on the solo home run by Camden Sanders, 1 run on 2 hits, no Weyburn errors, and 1 runner left in scoring position for the Giants. And there will be a new pitcher for the Giants when we return with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beavers Baseball live on FloCollege. New pitcher for the Fort McMurray Giants, it's Sam Rambahan. Rambahan has appeared in 1 game on June 1st in Sylvan Lake, a 5-1 loss to the Gulls. He threw 2 innings, gave up 2 runs, both earned on 2 hits. Struck out 1, walked none, faced 9 batters, so an ERA of 9, but a whip of 1. So I got to think that Rambahan must have gave up a home run. I'm not sure. He sure didn't give up very many base runners in 2 innings. So that is what it looks like, but Noah Brooks takes ball 1. Noah on the night, 1 for 3, singled and scored in the first inning. Ian Heck on deck. High, ball 2, a fastball up out of the zone. Fastball catches the outside edge. Good location there by Rambahan. 2 balls and 1 strike. Beavers led this one 5-1 after 1. Giants have come all the way back, and that's ripped foul by Noah Brooks. Solid contact there by the Langley product from the University of Pikeville. Outside. That'll run the count full. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. Number 23, Noah Brooks. Redo the payoff pitch here from Rambahan. Ball 4 in the dirt. The leadoff man is aboard. 4th walk of the game for Fort McMurray pitching. And Ian Heck will step into the batter's box. Ian 1 for 3 on the night with an RBI and a run scored. Singled in the first and then struck out twice. The 3rd strikeout by Ash Amerland. Low ball 1. Beavers dugout fired up. Showing a lot of energy right now. Braden Mancourt in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. We all know what kind of power Ian Heck has. 18 home runs with York University this season. Outside. Received well by catcher Nick Sauvé, but not able to pull it into the zone and sell it as it was off the plate. But it was received well. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hit in the air to center. O'Label under it. He makes the catch, 1 out. Braden Mancourt will be the hitter. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th and a runner aboard. Beavers need to manufacture one here. Inside. Mancourt bails out of the way for ball 1. Noah Brooks, a runner on first base. Swing and a miss there. A big cut by Braden Mancourt. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Mayo's got some pop. I think he's at 4 career home runs for the Beavers. In the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Zach Tanabe waits in the on-deck circle for the Beavers. Although Noah Brooks has 3 stolen bases, don't expect to see him running. Don't want to run yourself out of this. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mancourt 1 for 3 on the night with a couple RBIs. And that's tapped. Rambahan checks second, goes to 1. Noah Brooks advances. Mancourt retired 1-3 on a little tap comebacker. Runner in scoring position for Zach Tanabe. I expect that Cam Williams will probably be aggressive here on a base hit to the outfield and try and score Noah Brooks. Brooks, a good base runner, should get a good jump. Not really holding them on at all, so fouled back to the screen. 0-1 the count. Ray Brown keeps chasing those foul balls back there. Ray, you got 30 players that can do that. Oh and 1. Big cut there by Tanabe. And Rambahan way ahead, 0-2. Tanabe 1 for 2 on the night with a walk. Has an RBI. Brigham Kokotelo in the on-deck circle for the Beavers. Brooks runs. Throw down by Sauvé. It's thrown away! Noah Brooks is going to score the tying run! Aggressive base running by Cam Williams and Noah Brooks as he steals third. And Sauvé throws the ball into left field. The Beavers have tied it. Good job, Cam. Make something happen. Ah, boy. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So how big was that? The Beavers manufacture a run on no hits. There were one Fort McMurray error and nobody left on base. After 8 complete, the Weyburn Beavers 6, the Fort McMurray Giants 6. We'll be back with the 9th inning and more. Coast Hotels, Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Top of the 9th inning. Logan Kinter back on the mound for the Beavers. Logan came in relief of Isaiah Granado. Inherited a runner in scoring position and proceeded to strike out Connor Martin to end the threat. It'll be the top of the order for the Fort McMurray Giants. Elijah Olabel, Darcy Berry, and Miles Murphy due up. Olabel walked and scored. Stole second in the 7th inning. 0 for 3 on the night. Checked his swing, but it's in the zone. A crisp fastball from Kinter there. Oh and 1 the count. Big swing and a miss there by Olabel. 0-2. Inside checked swing did not go. Good location there by Kinter, mixing it up a little. Almost got him to chase. 1-2. Curveball misses inside. Had a chance to clip a label there and did miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball, comebacker, fielded by Kinter, on to Dauphiny, 1 out. One, 3. The put out. Darcy Berry will be the hitter. 2 for 4 with a run scored for Berry. Popped up. Third base side, Mayencourt coming on. Out of play. Number 9, Darcy Berry. No balls and a strike with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Score tied at 6. Kinter just misses outside. 1-1. And that's hit hard into left field. The base hit, fielded there by Brooks and quickly into Tanabe. Third single of the night for Darcy Berry. He's hit the ball hard all night long. And Miles Murphy, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Murphy 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Also drew a base on balls in the game. Inside edge fastball, Logan Kinter. Called strike 1. Fouled out of play. Kinter ahead, 0-2. Miles Murphy grounded to short twice, walked, and a 2-run single in the 7th to tie the game at 5 at that point. Kinter checks the runner at first. Darcy Berry back safely. Kinter steps off. Darcy Berry does not have a stolen base on the season. Fastball high, taken for ball 1. Try to get Murphy to chase the high heat, and he lays off it. Good piece of hitting there by Miles Murphy. Berry bluffs. Kinter steps off. Dauphiny holding Murphy on at first. Runner goes. Curveball outside. Gurney gets it down, not in time. Off-speed pitch made it tougher. Pitch was a ball, so it'll be 2-2, and a runner in scoring position with one out. As Ray Brown gets aggressive and sends the runner, first stolen base of the year for Darcy Berry. Kinter checks the runner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fastball misses outside, fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No movement in the Beaver bullpen. This is Logan Kinter's 9th inning. Off the plate, outside, base on balls, 2 aboard. So not the end of the world as a double play is available to the Beavers now. Matt Rhodes comes to the plate, and he has had a real good night. 2 singles, a double, a couple RBIs, and a strikeout. 3 for 4 on the night. And Kinter misses for ball 1. The runner on second base, Darcy Berry. The runner on first base, Miles Murphy, as Matt Rhodes fouls that. Logan Kinter offering off to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Game tied at 6. Curveball misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Big fastball there from Logan Kinter. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Matt Rhodes. And that slapped the other way foul, and count remains at 2-2. A defensive swing by Rhodes to stay alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch here. Breaking ball fouled off. Kinter mixing things up as he set up the fastball with the off-speed pitch. Fastball just misses low, and the count is full. The local's a little restless. Pitch was close, but out of the zone. Full count. And that's hit on the ground, a base hit. That's going to score the go-ahead run. RBI single, Matt Rhodes. A very good at bat. So Darcy Berry scores. Still just 1 out. 7-6, Giants lead. Rhodes, driven in 3 tonight in 3 separate at-bats. Curveball taken by Nick Sauve for strike 1. Sauve 1 for 4 on the night. Big swing and a miss. Kinter ahead 0-2. Strikeout would fit the bill. Nice work by Rob Gurney to get in front of that pitch in the dirt. Kinter trying to get Sauve to chase. Low and away. Rob Gurney throwing his body at that to block it. And keep Miles Murphy at third base. Curveball, strike 3 called. Caught him looking. That'll bring Zach Kavanaugh to the plate. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Fastball sails high from Kinter. 1 ball. No strikes. Second strikeout for Logan Kinter. Curveball hit the other way past Mancourt. That's going to plate another one. RBI single for Zach Kavanaugh. First hit of the evening for Kavanaugh. He's 1 for 5. And the Giants lead by 2. Matt Rhodes, the runner on second base. Zach Kavanaugh on first. 2 out. Fastball zipped in there. 0-1 the count. Camden Sanders, a solo home run off the top of the wall in right field in his last at-bat. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Fastball low. 2 balls and a strike. And that's tapped down the third base line, and Mancourt lets it roll foul and picks it up. A lot of spin on that as it twisted off of the grass and went foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. 2 runners aboard. Fouled out of play. Still 2-2. Curveball, strike 3, call. They froze him. The damage is done, however. Fort McMurray, 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Weyburn errors, and 2 runners were left on base. And we're off to the bottom of the ninth with the Beavers trailing by 2 when we return with more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver baseball here on FloCollege. Bottom of the ninth inning, Beavers trail by 2. And they will send Brigham Kokotalo to the plate to lead things off. Rob Gurney in the on-deck circle and Chet McDaniel due up. Beavers led this one 5-1. Fort McMurray all the way back. Sam Rambahan on the mound. Fastball low, ball 1. Kokotalo 0 for 2 on the night with a RBI in that sac fly. Inside. 2 balls. I want to think about wearing one of those. The Giants trying to make a winner out of Rambahan here. Fastball. Taken for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. One out, bottom of the ninth. Rob Gurney will be the hitter. Rob walked his last time up. 0 for 2 on the night. Pops that up. Down the first base line. On comes Matt Rhodes. 2 outs. First pitch swinging. Beavers down to their last out. And Chet McDaniel. We'll try to keep the Beavers night alive here. Chet 0 for 2 on the night. And he hits that in the air to center field. O'Label under it, and he makes the catch. And the Fort McMurray Giants win their first ball game of the season at the expense of the Weyburn Beavers. 8-6 the final. The winning pitcher tonight for the Fort McMurray Giants is Sam Rambahan. The loser is Logan Kinter. The line score in tonight's game, Fort McMurray, 8 runs on 13 hits. They committed 3 errors. The Beavers, 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. The Beavers did not record a hit after the first inning of this ball game, and that's the story of the ball game tonight. Unable to get the offense going. And for our Boston Pizza Beaver player of the game, I don't think I have much choice but to go with Owen McConnell. Owen started the game and left with a 5-1 lead in the 5th inning. And in his 5 innings, Owen scattered 5 hits. He allowed 1 run. It was earned, and he struck out 3 and walked no one. So Beaver player of the game, Owen McConnell. So the Beavers have lost 3 in a row. Their record drops to 2-4. First win for the Giants. Their record improves to 1-5. And these teams will do it again tomorrow night here at Tom Lang Park. First pitch at 7:05 On behalf of my spectacular producer, Lisa Preddy, everyone back at FloCollege Central, and myself, John Preddy, I'd like to thank everyone for watching Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball on FloCollege. We wish you a safe drive home if necessary. Thank you, and good night.